What's up, my styrene brothers and sisters? Welcome back to the Heavy Metal Garage. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Hope if you got, if you're in one of them states that got a bunch of snow, hope you're doing well. Hope you didn't get snowed in too bad. Um, I just figured I'd jump on here. I haven't made a video in a while. The last one I made is showing my grandson and I doing a buddy build. We don't have any progress report on that. We talk about that, hey, we're going to get our models out and work on them, and then we end up playing video games or, trading Pokemon cards or doing other things, uh, pursuing other hobbies and whatnot. So, but anyways, I have been working on something. Uh, I bought one of those, I think it's a 1970 Ford Wrecker. I've always been fascinated with tow trucks. When I was a kid, if I went to a junkyard with like my dad or an uncle or something, I'd always play in the cars, and I'd just think for keys. I'd find keys and I'd collect all these keys from numerous cars and everything. And so I've always had a fascination with junk cars and wreckers and tow trucks and all that kind of stuff. So I bought one. Actually, I bought two, but the first one I built, I've never really done a lot of weathering on cars. So I kind of wanted to try my hand at weathering and rusting kind of thing, and so I decided, you know what? In my mind, the wreckers, a lot of them, even in old salvage yards like back when I was a kid, were all rusted and dirty, and because they're work trucks, they're not meant to look pretty, uh, so that's what I did. So, anyways, I'm going to show you a little bit. It's not fully assembled, but I'll show you some of the progress I made on it. Here's the interior right here. I don't know how well you all can see that, but I'll try to get it as, I don't know if I can turn this light on back here, if that'll help me any or not. Probably not. If I can turn it here a little bit, that might be a little too much. Let me see if I can, there we go. That's a little better, huh? But anyways, it's kind of dirty and rusty, and here, hold on a second, guys. Excuse me a second. Let me see if I can turn the light on here. There we go. Maybe that'll work better. There we go. That works a little better. I see. I don't know if you can tell, it's all dirtied up in there and everything. And I have some crackle medium stuff that I got. I was gonna try to paint on it and make the seats look all cracked and split, but that didn't work out very well. So maybe I was using it wrong. I don't know, but it just didn't work out well. So I decided just to make them look dirty. Here's part of the wrecker bed. Like I said, it's not completed yet, but there it's kind of, you can kind of see where it's. I'm going to see if I can move this darn camera. Maybe it's. There we go. That's a little better. Pardon the stuff in the background, guys. My workshop is in my kitchen now. So sorry about my air fryer in the back there, but yeah, there's some of what I got done on the wrecker bed. Like I said, it ain't completed yet. Here's the chassis, all kind of dirtied up and rusty, and it's getting there. And then here's the cab. And again, it's not done yet, but the windows are in it, two of those. I got to put the little, I don't know, we used to call them wing windows. I don't know what they're called, vent windows, I guess people call them now. But so anyways, that's what I've been kind of doing here and there, just kind of tinkering around with crap. So like I said, I bought two of them. The other one's gonna actually be like it was bought new. I'm gonna make that one all nice and shiny and pretty. And so yeah, that's what I've been working on, guys. I actually, there is one more thing. I do have another one of those, a regular Ford pickup that the glass broke. The windshield broke in half. I don't know if it got sat on or whatever. But so I bought another one anyways. Well, that one I was like, you know what? Since the window is broken, you can fix that. But in my experience, it's hard to fix it, and there's still that seam down the middle. So I took that truck. I cut one of the doors off here. Sorry about my close-up of my ugly mug, guys, and my beard, but so I took that truck, and I'm like, you know what? Since the windows broke, I cut one of the doors off, and then in the process, the rocker broke and the pillar. I'll probably try to fix those. And then I cut one of the front fenders off. So this is also going to be rusted and dirty, but this one's just, I'm actually going to put the half of the windshield in it, and but it's not going to have tires on it. It's just going to be just like like it was sitting in a field, broke down and rusted and had been sitting there for years. So that's the plan for this one. Oh, and speaking of tires, I forgot to show you guys the wheels and tires for that wrecker. So here's one of the front wheels and tires. It's all dirtied up, and I actually painted the chrome with the Tamiya smoke. And there's the set of the back dualies. Which kind of gave it that darker, darkened the chrome up a little bit. And then I took I got some Vallejo weathering powders and stuff, and I just kind of dabbed them on there to darken them up and make them look a little more rusted and old and dirty and crusty. Like I said, it's my first time kind of doing something like that, so I think it's turned out all right. I mean, like a lot of people say, hey, you know what? It's your model, you build it your way, and that's kind of my philosophy. I mean, I dig it. If I get positive, results, hey, that looks good, bro, whatever. But honestly, man, I build models because it relaxes me. I enjoy it, and I enjoy seeing them. If nobody else does, hey, you know what? That's fine with me too. I don't have a problem with that. But anyways, guys, I just, like I said, figured I'd jump on here. I haven't made a video in a while. Hope everybody is well. Hope you play metal very loud. If it's too loud, you're too old. Yeah. So hope everybody has a great week, great work week. Be safe. I'll try to get another video on here soon. I'm working on a couple other things. Oh, one more thing I've been working on. I kind of found this. I thought it was a little bit bigger, but that's all right. It is what it is. But this little tiny little bike, it's pretty cool. Pretty neat little build, Yeah, I ain't done with it yet. Of course, it actually came with the tubing for like the line, the clutch cable and the brake line and whatnot. So I'll put that on it, put the decals on it. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool little thing to build. So I was kind of messing with that, but oh, dang it, it's tipping over. So anyways, guys, that's about doing it for me. I'm just kind of babbling now. So anyways, like I said, man, have a good rest of your week. Keep it metal. And as Ricky Rackman used to say on Headbangers Ball, keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the gold. See you.